It's another day in one of the nation's best operating rooms, but you won't find it at a hospital. Issues like rising healthcare costs, institutional bureaucracy, and declining control over patient care have doctors looking for alternatives, which is why more and more physicians are turning to private surgery centers.
There's absolutely no difference. There's no difference in equipment. There's no difference in expertise of the people. The anesthesiologist I work with here is the one I chose for my family on past occasions, and he's taking care of me. I can't get that at a big hospital.
It's one way doctors are taking back control over medicine. Surgeons are not only looking for better places to perform their outpatient procedures, they're also looking for ways to make them more profitable. And teaming together to buy their own surgery centers has become a great way to do it. There's just one problem.
Practice of medicine these days is very complicated. It's not just a doctor or a surgeon seeing patients and operating on those individuals. It's a complex series of businesses that requires some higher level of sophistication and professionalism on the business level.
Which is why these surgeons have partnered with Sovereign Healthcare.
Sovereign Healthcare, this is Kristen.
An organization dedicated to making sure doctors can focus on what's most important, patient care.
You know, in today's age with declining reimbursements for physicians, all the economic factors that go into it, it's tougher and tougher to be a doctor today and have the relationship be between a doctor and a patient.
And what they do best is work with doctors instead of against them. Sovereign may manage the business, but the surgeons are part of the process, especially when it comes to what's best for patients.
All these areas where the doctors themselves are making those decisions. What equipment do they buy? You know, they make that decision. It's not made for them by some hospital or administrator or some other person that they have no input in. All of a sudden it's their decision.
As well as who's working with them. Doctors help pick their own staff.
You get a much more patient-friendly, user-friendly environment. You get people who want to be there. You get people who go out of their way to make the patient comfortable.
For the most part, the doctors we deal with, they're really concerned about the clinical outcomes, the clinical quality, and making sure that that's at the level that they want it to be. And they haven't been able to have that in other environments.
And one of the reasons why we're excited about this partnership with Sovereign is that it gives us a sophisticated partner that facilitates and synergizes what we do best.
And whether it's transforming a current surgery center into a profitable business or building an entire healthcare facility from the ground up, Sovereign's leaders score points where they matter, with doctors.
We're talking big numbers. Not every day that a young physician gets to talk big numbers, but we're talking about a $14 million project for which we're going to develop a $4.5 million surgery center in. So does it excite me? Absolutely.
They have been very reliable, honest, efficient in terms of getting us up and running in as cost-effective manner as possible.
We've got a reputation, and our reputation is probably the most important asset of our company. We will go out of our way to make sure that if we say we're going to do something, we do it.
The type of company creed that seems to touch a nerve.
It was more than intuition. I got a strong feeling from these guys that A, they knew what they were doing, B, that they wanted things the way I wanted them. They wanted to be patient-oriented, they wanted to be care-oriented, and they wanted to be doctor-oriented. And those things were what I wanted. We're
basically bringing in an outside partner that has the expertise in every area, from the financial aspects to the operating room, all the way through the entire project through and through. They're giving us an extra expertise.
It's no wonder why surgeons trust Sovereign with patient care and business growth.
Other people who approached me were more, I don't know, just not as, they didn't have the level of expertise and the intellectual approach to a center that these guys have.
And Sovereign is a company which is a group of individuals who come to a very high level of professionalism, integrity, know-how, and give us that level of synergism that we need to perform at the highest level.
I would have never been able to accomplish what we have here without people that know the business, know what needs to be done, and are effective at managing it.
What we provide the doctors is a business vehicle that's profitable, that makes money and makes economic sense, that again removes all those third parties and lets the relationship get back to patient and doctor. And the structure that we normally put in place with doctors is always one where they're winning by having us involved.